this romance too hot to handle? Stars in the night blazing their light can't hold a candle to your razzle-dazzle you. Got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride full of butterflies inside. Wanna cry, wanna croon, wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes.
I'm playing Woody Mahoney. He definitely takes care of everybody in the town. He's the hometown hero. My first entrance is the song called Woody's Coming, and it's about 5 minutes long. The song is, they're like, Woody's coming, Woody, and they're pointing. And it's the longest entrance ever. I said, wouldn't it be funny if I missed my entrance after that song? But it's fun. I get the best line in the show, I think. It kind of encapsulates the show. Come and get your freedom and your pie. Because really, what's better than freedom than pie?
This was cutting edge for the time. When you look at, did you know the show well? Talk about what you think about the book itself.
Yeah, I didn't know the show at all. I knew Glockamora and Look to the Rainbow and of course Old Devil Moon, but I honestly had never read the script until one day. But yeah, it's very, very current. I was actually kind of surprised. The main crux of the plot is a bigoted white man in power from the South being replaced by an open-minded black man. Where have I heard that? So yeah, it's very current.
Well, Finian is a fascinating character. He's like an onion. You peel him, and what's at the center, it's hard to know. He's a Machiavellian. He's irascible. He's nice. He's manipulative, and he's a dreamer, and he's a storyteller. And it's rather like a cartoon character, because there isn't much time in a show like this, to have an organic process with the character. You just have to come onto your scene and make it real. And I find that fascinating. And, of course, doing it in such a short amount of time, you just have to make decisions on your feet very quickly. And I'm finding that exciting.
I did the very first Encore series, Fiorello, and I think I had one of the show-stopping songs. A Little Tin Box, I think it was called, and I was very fond of doing that because it went over very big. It was an interesting role. I had two songs, but that was my beginning with the Encore series, and I've done, I'm not quite sure the numbers, 7, 8, 10, something like that over the years. I love working here. It's a wonderful place.
Into a little tin box, a little tin box, and a little tin key. Unlocked. There is nothing unorthodox about a little tin box. About a little tin. About a little tin. In a little tin box. A little tin box. There's a cushion for life's rude shocks. There is faith, hope, and charity. Find one prosperity in a little tin box.
I play the Senator. Rawkins, his name, I think. And he doesn't have a great deal to do, but when he does, he's annoying and loudmouthed. But I hope he's good for a couple of laughs, because I think they've caparisoned me in something that makes me look kind of funny. I just had a fitting for it today. It's a suit I'll never wear anywhere but on stage.
Wants to rest in the shade. The Lord says, go out and have fun, but the landlord says, rent ain't paid. It's plain to see what a lovely old world this silly old world could be. The man is all in a mess of trap of necessity. Necessity has exactly what it is. You have to do exactly whatever it takes to make the money, to live, to exist on the earth is a necessity. There's all sorts of other things going on around the world, but it's necessity that we have to make sure that the tobacco gets out and on time.
Talk about what you love working on this show and what this beautiful score means to you.
I've worked on this show since I was 8 years old, and the music, it's always so pure. I just love it. Everybody, even if they don't know if the show's named FINIAN'S Rainbow, then you say, well, Old Devil Moon. Oh, that's from the show. Look to the rainbow. That's from. It's amazing that the history of this music has continued because it is so beautiful. It is actual musical theater.
I think FINIAN'S Rainbow is a show that our audiences have always wanted to see, and I think I understand that from various surveys, audience surveys, they've always asked for it. And it's kind of remarkable that it's taken Encores 16 years to get around to doing this show, because it's such an important show in the history of musical theater, I think, and such a good show. So we're all just thrilled to finally be doing it here.
The role I'm playing is Susan the Silent, so she expresses herself through dance, which is perfect. I've always been doing that my whole life, so she is very articulate with her feet, kind of transfers into her upper body where she gets more and more expressive throughout the course of the story until finally it actually comes out. She's been dying to talk, and then she's wished to speak at the very end. So.
Okay, I play Og, this leprechaun, and he follows Finian from Ireland because he's stolen his crock of gold. And so my mission is to get this crock of gold back, because the longer it's away from me and the more of the 3 wishes that are wished upon this crock of gold, the more human I become, which is a very confusing sort of thing for this guy. I think he a lot of physical feelings that sort of come up as he gets around these pretty ladies in this play that he's not used to feeling.
I play Sharon McLonergan. Her father is the famed Finian, who has brought her to America in search of a better life, whatever that may mean. And I think the journey that Sharon takes is one from disbelief to belief. She becomes enchanted and won over by both the possibility and opportunity in America and a man she meets there and her father's charm, and she finally gives in to his whimsy and his great love for her, but also his need for a better life too.
Talk about this wonderful score and the songs you get to sing.
I get to sing the most beautiful songs. I think How Are Things in Glockamora is a song that a lot of people know. It's been recorded many times, and it's one of the most beautiful melodies I've ever heard. I think Burton Lane was a master of melody. Also, Look to the Rainbow is another wonderful sort of lullaby. That's the way I think of it anyway. Talking about homeland, talking about your family, talking about your legacy, all things that mean a lot to us, and strike very deep chords with everybody. And then there are the fanciful ones. Something sort of grandish is really Og's song, but I get to sing a little bit of it. The lyrics are masterpieces, the kind of charm, the kind of whimsy that Yip Harburg was able to put in is astounding and so much fun to sing.
Apparently they've done they've done surveys of the audiences here, and this is like people's top 5. A little bit shocking to me because I didn't know it, but they're just going to hear a faithful, beautiful retelling of a wonderful old story, really good actors. I'm trying to keep up, and gorgeous music, and it's in the tradition of Encores in the best way possible.